Hey friends, in this video I want to share with you exactly what's going on to see if you qualified for the new memo to get your case dismissed from immigration court, or if you already have an order of removal and get that reopened and then dismissed again based on new eligibility for immigration benefit. Now friends, if you're interested in this, stay tuned all the way until the end. Friends, welcome to Green Card Guys TV. Now today I want to share with you what's going on with the new memo from ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement. Now this is tucked in with Department of Homeland Security, so the top legal advisor has shared information on early April this year on the three main priorities for ICE. Okay, so if your case or if you individually, of course, do not fit this priority, essentially that means the government can make a decision in your benefit. Okay, so we'll go into that into more detail. Now, we've been receiving a lot of calls from people who already had a prior removal order and they have already read about it and know that there's a possibility that they can reopen that case, their old case, even if it was 5, 10, 15 years ago. Is very possible. And you might wonder, well, who is that included? Is it for everyone? Now typically when you want to reopen the case from that was order removed a long time ago, you have to have been eligible for that immigration benefit at the time of that case. And maybe it just wasn't considered by the judge at that time for one reason or another, but now you don't necessarily have to show that. Okay, so but of course, or show that at the time of the removal order. So if you have a new eligibility, maybe you're married to a U.S. citizen, or you have a parent or adult child that's over 21 and also a U.S. citizen, you may be eligible to get your case reopened and then dismissed. Okay. Now, could you do this yourself? Possibly. But we're definitely a legal team that is ready to help you, my friends. We're the immigration problem solvers. So let us know if you have any questions. Now follow along here. I'm on the ICE website, and we'll have links to this down below on the description box. So this is called prosecutorial discretion. Okay. Now this is something that under the President Trump administration, you know that they basically got rid of this. So this is a nice tune. We're very happy to hear about this. That's back with the Biden administration. And really it makes sense. They're trying to prioritize which cases the immigration is going to focus on. Now we're going to go into that in a second. Okay, to see if you qualify. You'll see that the current prosecutorial discretion guidance. So here's a link to it. Now, Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas mentioned this back in September 2021. Then there's been some delays about this. Okay, so finally, there is more specific detail from the top legal advisor of ICE. Okay, so now how does it work? Okay, you want to make sure to see if your facts, your immigration history, do not fit under the three priorities. Okay, they have two main categories: non-priority and priority. It says here how to submit a request for PD. There's no fee, by the way, so that's a good thing. You don't file to USCIS. Okay, so basically they have some FAQs on this website. You want to take a look. Okay, and so I won't go through each one individually. Okay, but this can also work, by the way, for cases that have appeals pending. Okay, and this might be especially cases that you need to file. Your attorney may need to file a motion to reopen. Now this is something that our legal team is focusing on, our removal unit department focusing on this week, because you never know when a conservative party or whatnot might try to stop this somehow. They're clearly trying to find a way to stop everything that Democrats are trying to do. So another thing is that if you scroll up here, you'll see that there's a blue box on the right side, a quick reference card. So I've clicked that earlier, and here it is here. and it goes into more details. Let me see if I can increase the size. So they have different steps. Number one, determine if you're an enforcement priority or not. And then number two, if it is, or if you're not a priority, then what do you do next, okay? And what we do is we send an email to the DHS office, the legal advisor office for that specific location. So let's say Houston or Dallas or New York City, we file directly to them, and then provide information that we call equities, okay? Positive equities, positive information about you, okay, that outweighs anything that could be negative. So even if you had a crime before, that's okay. It doesn't. The priorities listed does not mean everyone that has had a crime. If it's a recent crime, then that could be a different story. Okay, so here it is. Is my case a priority? So the main top 3 priorities is number 1, national security. Are you a non-citizen that poses a threat to national security of the United States? For the most part, we haven't had a phone call from someone who's a national security threat. Now, number 2, public safety. Now, they could encompass something like a crime of driving while intoxicated or DUI, driving while under the influence. They could consider that under that. But it says a current threat to public safety. So, of course, if you have a really good legal team, we would argue that it's not a current threat anymore. It's several years ago, or it's a long time ago. And then number 3 priority is border security, okay? Where people have entered, a non-citizen entered the United States after November 1st, 2020, okay? Or otherwise pose a threat to border security of the U.S. Maybe that could be something like smuggling of that nature. Everyone that's called our office has not been charged with smuggling, because usually those kind of cases go to federal court. That's a federal district court, not immigration court. So I mentioned earlier about the positive equities. So here's a list of what they consider positive or mitigating factors. Okay, so here's a long list. It can talk about your health, for example, your mental condition that contribute to your prior criminal conduct, number of years you've been in the United States. There's just a lot of different information that could be helpful for you. And then examples on the right of negative or aggravating factors. Of course, that can include criminal history, whether the criminal conduct was of sexual nature, was it part of a criminal street gang. No one that's called the office has that kind of situation, but that's something that even if it did happen in the past, you want to highlight, you want to explain all this information on the left side, okay, friends? So this document, we'll have a guide for you available. We'll share this with you. And so you can take a look at all this information. And so you don't need a lawyer for this, but of course to make it, I like to consider it as a one-shot opportunity, because DHS attorneys will have limited time. Especially, they're estimated that there's going to be over 700,000 people that could be eligible for something like this. I don't know how they come up with that number, but I tell you, that's a lot. That's almost 1 million people that could qualify for prosecutorial discretion. So that's a great thing. But I recommend you hire an attorney to help you with this. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be us. Even if you're in a different city, we're happy to refer you to someone else. But the main thing here, friends, we would just want to share this information. And if you want to unlock free 15-minute preliminary discussion to see if you could be eligible for something like this, let us know. Okay, we're going to share our secret code right here, and you'll see on the bottom left of the screen here. Okay, so take a look at that, and you could have guessed it. It's Green Card Guys. Okay, so you want to share that and share it with our CARES team. We call in and check out the number above, 346-330-5888, or if you have time, click on the link below on our website and answer a couple questions on our website, and then below that, step number 2 is self-schedule appointment. So do that, friends. Do this as soon as possible, because you never know what could change with this new memo that ICE has issued out. Now it's effective as of yesterday, okay? So that was April 25th, 2022. So things can always change. If you have any questions, the best thing to do is self-schedule an appointment online on our website, or you're welcome to call in. Now, of course, show some love. If you enjoy the content, smash the like button, or if you're on Instagram, give us some hearts, okay, friends? And then drop a comment down below what you think about this new memo to see if you believe you're qualified or not. Okay, friends? Thank you so much and have a great day.